Hi everyone, I am Dr. James Conner, and today we will be talking about some interesting and trendy topics. That topic is nomophobia. First of all, I would like to talk about what is nomophobia, and then I would like to talk about the theories that are used in this project to find the factors that cause nomophobia among the people in society. Next, I would like to talk about the possible factors that cause nomophobia and how nomophobia affects our life. Last but not least, I would suggest useful way to prevent this kind of phobia from happening to you. So, without further ado, let's begin with what is nomophobia.
According to Bandura in 2014, the definition of nomophobia is the symptoms or fear of being unable to contact with mobile phone, a lack of the ability to connect to the internet and receive immediate feedback. In other words, it means the fear of being unable to use your phone or application to access the internet for some purpose. The main theories that are used to describe this phobia are the social cognitive theory and the compensatory internet use theory. The first one is the social cognitive theory. The social cognitive theory is the theory that is used to describe the form of behaviors by analyzing the interplay between personal factors, environmental factors, and behavioral factors. This theory believes that one's behavior does not happen because of only one specific factor, but it is the result of the interplay between these three factors. According to the theory, individuals tend to perform a behavior due to the expectation of a positive outcome. It can be used to explain that people use smartphones because they really want something positive in return. The next theory is the compensatory internet use theory. The compensatory internet use theory is the theory that is used to describe why people tend to use the internet more frequently. The theory believes that the reason why people go online and socialize with other people is because they want to escape from harsh reality and find some comfortable and relief feelings on the internet. Or we can simply say that they want to ease negative feelings and feel better. However, there are some negative sides for this kind of behavior, since the more they go online, the more they will become social anxiety and unable to spend their life outside their comfort zone. Next, I would like to show you the possible factors that cause nomophobia. There are 4 possible factors here, which are smartphone function, the purpose of smartphone usage, expectation, and lastly, self-regulation. The first factor is the smartphone function. Smartphone function is one of the important reasons why people use smartphone. If smartphones have a lot of functions, they would like to use it more frequently. The second one is the purpose of smartphone usage. If the purpose of smartphone usage is different, the need for smartphone usage is also different as well. If people use it for social media purposes, they tend to use it longer and often than for other purposes like education or communication. The third one is expectation. People have expectations to receive positive outcomes such as enjoyment or stress relief from using a smartphone. With various functions of smartphone, it can provide those positive outcomes to their users. So, with those positive outcomes in return, people tend to use smartphones more often. The last one is self-regulation. Self-regulation is also the factor that causes nomophobia, because if people have low self-regulation or are unable to control their smartphone usage behavior, they tend to use it more excessively and become addicted to it. So, this increases the chance of becoming nomophobia to them. Okay, now let's move to how nomophobia can affect our life. The first effect is that nomophobia is surely bad for our health. As we know that nomophobia is the fear of being unable to use a smartphone, then it can be said that we will have to use a smartphone almost all the time. So, it is obvious that being on a smartphone screen for a long time could hurt your eyes. It will cause eye strain and you also have a chance to become insomnia, the sleep disorder in which people have trouble with their sleeping. The second one is that you might experience some hardship for making a face-to-face conversation in real life, since you rarely have a chance to communicate with a real person. People with nomophobia always use their smartphone as a tool to communicate with other people in the online world. So, when they encounter a real person or have a chance to be a part of face-to-face conversation, they might unable to cope with it effectively. The last one is that it will make your life even more harder. Being on a smartphone all the time could waste your precious time in life to do other things. Moreover, if you lose your smartphone, you will experience some uncomfortable feelings and be unable to do anything, since you think that smartphone is the tool that you use to cope with your problem. So, your life needs to be rely on smartphone all the time, and this reason shows you that nomophobia will imbalance your life. Okay, now you may have some pictures of how nomophobia can become a threat to your life. Let me move to another interesting thing, which is the way to prevent it. The first way is to reduce your smartphone usage duration. You may first take a baby step to reduce your smartphone usage duration by stopping using it before or after a bed for 10 minutes or more. Or use some application to warn you how many hours you have spent on your smartphone. These methods could have helped you reduce your smartphone usage duration. The second way is that you may find some other interesting activities to do. You may go outside and try new things to see what suits you and it is interesting to you, rather than staying at home and spending your precious time on a smartphone screen. If you could find something to do, it would absolutely help you reduce the chance of having nomophobia. And the third way is that you should try to socialize in the real world. The result of our study shows that some people think that loneliness is one of the reasons why they use smartphones. And they also agree that if they have some friends beside them, they wouldn't use it at all. So, hanging out with real friends could help you prevent nomophobia. And lastly, if you want to know whether you are nomophobic or not, you could check out the link in the description. The link will lead you to Nomophobia Questionnaire, which will help you measure your nomophobia level.
And that's all for today. And I hope that this video could create awareness of nomophobia in you. And we all already know that smartphones can be really useful to our life. But we have to be careful not to use it excessively in order to prevent nomophobia and its unpleasant effects. Thank you for watching and take care of yourself.